What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time. If you're new here, I'm Mike Restelli, and today we're going to be installing a Chase Bays AN line on the power steering pump of the Lexus Is300 build. Let's get to it. Before we get to installing this, let's take a closer look at the Chase Bays line. This high pressure power steering hose is the definition of a quality AN line. The kit comes with an AN fitting for both the power steering pump and steering rack and your standard crush washer.
The Chase Bay line ends up replacing this banjo bolt, and from here it ends up going back to the steering rack itself. So we'll go ahead and get started and get this thing installed. I don't necessarily need to button everything up. I might have to move it eventually with some of the other projects going on with the car.
So the important thing to remember here is that the larger side obviously will end up going to the power steering pump itself. That's replacing this whole banjo setup. It doesn't have any of this mess. There's no banjo bolt, there's no hose that adapts to this. It's just the AN line. The smaller side goes to the Chase Bays line and then runs back to the rack. So we'll go ahead and just get this going in. So we're just going to snug it up for now. I'm not going to over tighten anything. We're just kind of test fitting for this portion of it. Pre-run the line down to the steering rack itself and then get going from there. Let's see. Yeah. Lines here. So you can actually, I'm going to leave it free at the top because the top's way more accessible, so if I need to manipulate it down at the steering rack, then I can do that. So we'll get under the car now and get it installed. So the underside on the steering rack might be a little hard to see here. Excuse the mess. It's right there. Like I said, I kind of already had this all pre-done, so it's a lot easier. Alright, so just wipe this down, set that area down just to clean it up. See, here's the kind of line in the way. So you'll take this adapter portion, get it off, leave the crush washer where it is, screw that into the rack. It's nice because all this can be tightened down at the end of it. It's relatively accessible. The other side. This. Now I'll be replacing that upper line as well that's on the power steering rack. But I will have to have a custom line just based off of where I want to keep the power steering reservoir. So I'll get these pre-threaded before snugging things up. Alright. So there's that portion of it. Again, I'm just snugging this up. You're going to want to tighten these down if you're doing this at home. There's several portions that you need to snug up on this fitting here. Now I'm going to go back through the car before filling fluids and starting everything, just to make sure everything's nice and where it should be. And we can come up onto here. And the line fell a little bit.
just sit like that. So back on the top here, I just need to get this line fitted up. If I can. It is going to be a little bit tough, mainly because the line is really high quality. It's pretty thick, so getting it lined up properly can be a little bit of a challenge. You want to be careful not to, force it on there and strip the bolts out or something. So definitely hand tighten first and torque down after. That's it.
So after that, you'll just want to snug all this up, and then you have a new high pressure line. See it right there? And that line goes all the way back to the rack. Looks clean, really minimalistic. Alright guys, thank you for watching. The install is complete. That's it. It's super simple, super clean. Chase Bays always has an awesome product. Be sure to stay tuned for a lot of content that I have coming up, and comment, like, and subscribe, or there's a little bell down there if you want some notifications on this. I'll have the links to the product in the description below. And shout out to DJ Mental for the intro and outro music. Peace. One more thing before I go. Discount Tire does not sponsor this. I used to work for Discount Tire. It's just one of my favorite shirts. That's why I'm wearing it.